Welcome to Dave C, straight from the pit. Thought for today's episode, we could talk about the 1987 Cobra Pogo Ballistic Battle Ball. Released in 1987 and discontinued by 1988, the Ballistic Battle Ball has pretty cool artwork for the box. This is courtesy of 3D Joe's Book of Art. And as you can see here, it has the 1986 to 1989 G.I. Joe font. And it has the 1986 explosion behind it, the digital one. And it says Cobra Command Weapon, Cobra Enemy, Cobra Pogo, Ballistic Battle Ball. Weapons do not shoot. And piloting it is Battle Armor Cobra Commander, a 1987 figure. Many feel that this is a bit of an unusual vehicle, as it is described as being a pogo, meaning that it can kind of jet propel itself up and then use these cushions to bounce around. Its armaments and how it does bounce around. Apparently these are pogo springs, and these are real feel sensitive grounding pods with nitrogen adjustable leg hinges. So these would be the nitrogen adjustable leg hinges. There's 3 of them. You can see the other one on the back there, right here. And on the side here is a control computer cooling unit, as described. And the pilot can sit in this opening clamshell, impact-resistant tinted canopy. And this is how it closes here. It's got a hinge here that it kind of glides on. And it snaps closed like that. And it snaps back open. I've got Cobra Commander in there, of course, because that's the guy who flew this thing most often. And it is a snug fit. I had to remove his backpack here to get him in there. But he's in there now. But it is a tight fit to get that clamshell closed. But that's what it looks like with it closed. You can see him peeking out there. I really like the colors on this vehicle. It's got the bright red and the yellow and the grays here and silver missiles. But yeah, back to the armaments for this thing. It's got 2 removable hobo bombs, a homing bomb system, and listed as 560 infrared guidance bombs. But when I was looking at it, I find it kind of interesting that if they're supposed to be bombs, that maybe it might have been better if they were tilted downward instead of upward, because if you're going to drop a bomb, you're going to drop it beneath you, and this thing flies like this. I mean, unless it goes at its targets kind of forward and upside down, or maybe direct, like directly at a target, then it could maybe drop a bomb, but I would gather that most of the time it would be in this position, flying around. So if you want to drop a bomb, you'd want to drop it downward, not upward. But still pretty interesting how they're faced. And I was looking at this a little closer, and on the back of it there's actually another spot for another bomb if you wanted to put one on there, but it only comes with 2. So it's interesting that there's another spot there. But if you wanted to, you could seek out another bomb at a toy show or flea market or what have you, and add a 3rd one on there. The vehicle has 4 hydraulic support hoses, one there, one there, one there, and one there. A communication antenna called a live wire communication antenna, and the propulsion system on the bottom It's called a short blast rocket system, and it's got 2 jet engines there that can send this thing probably up in the air pretty fast. A rotating positional machine gun on the bottom. I'll show you what I mean by rotating. This here spins around on the bottom. It can go all the way around 360. Looking at it now, and I'm thinking that probably the most easily lost pieces would be these bombs, and perhaps the antenna, as it just kind of sticks on the back there. I really like the lettering on here. Totally screams Cobra vehicle. And I like the design of this thing. I didn't have it back then in '87. I had a few figures, including the Battle Armor Cobra Commander. And I did see this at the store, but I was never really interested in getting it. And it was in the comic. And I did have the comics back then, so I enjoyed reading those with it in it. You can take a better look at the inside here. I'll pull Cobra Commander out of here, or Fred 7, whatever you want to call him. He was Cobra Commander for a bit, on a few missions in this thing, but then later on was Fred 7, of course, as per the comic. But yeah, inside here we can take a look at the detail. It's got a computer screen there, a nice little control panel, some little knobs there on each side with some buttons. And in the bottom there, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 1987, which I always like if these things are stamped with that. I thought the most similar comparison we could do to this vehicle would be the Cobra Flight Pod from 1985, or Trouble Bubble, as it's called sometimes. But yeah, it's a similar vehicle. It's kind of small and jet propelled. So there's a size comparison. And I also have a hiss here to show you how it relates to this vehicle. And you can see here the size difference. So it's a pretty large vehicle. I'm really glad that I got it because, like I said, I never had it before, and I picked it up the other day from a guy in my town who had it on a listing on his website. It never appeared in the Sunbow animated series, the G.I. Joe movie from 1987, the animated movie, because they decided to go with Globulus and Cobra Law and all that, as you guys know. They stayed away from the Cobra Commander with Battle Armor idea, or the Fred 7 idea that Larry Hama had in the comic. Of course, he was the guy that killed Cobra Commander and was an impersonator, an imposter in this uniform. And I do know that Battle Armor Cobra Commander did appear in the Operation Dragonfire Deke cartoon from 1989, and I have watched it, but I just have a hard time including that into the Sunbow series. And I mean, it was okay, but yeah, I just don't really see it being part of the canon for me for the cartoon or G.I. Joe in general. I thought Scoop was okay as a Crimson Guard when he's a spy, and you know, it did have Alley Viper, Night Viper, and Iron Grenadiers Destro, and this Cobra Commander, but it just kind of strayed from the story a little bit, and I thought it was a little bit weird. But Deke is known for dumbing down the cartoon for, you know, maybe 5 or 6 year olds, whereas Sunbow is for, yes, like 5 or 6 year olds, but all the way until teenagers could enjoy it. But Deke was written definitely for little kids. So it just didn't feel the same to me as Sunbow. But in the comic, Cobra Commander actually does fly this thing, and I'm going to show that now. And it's this issue here, May, number 59, 1987 comic, and it's got it right on the cover. attacking Outback and Tunnel Rat there. It's called Divergent Paths. And there is Fred there, helping out Cobra Commander's son Billy and Cobra Commander there. And the Pogo first appears right here in this panel. Fred unloads it from the back of his old pickup truck. And there it is there, springing into action. Pretty versatile vehicle. I wonder if Destro and Mars made this thing and then sold it to them, as sometimes Destro, the weapon supplier, would do that. You can see here he's attacking Tunnel Rat and Outback, just like on the cover. And you can see how it's really versatile there, bouncing around. Just really love these old issues, and I still read them before bed. I find that it calms me. And then this issue ends by Cobra Commander saying, let's return back to the garage where Fred gave him the battle armor. And something interesting happens in that issue that's very important in the series. I'm sure you guys know what it is. I just really thought it would have been cool to have this battle armor commander in the movie instead of Globulus. But they decided to go with what they did, and I have been watching the movie on and off, and kind of growing to like it. Cobra Law was a totally different direction to go than the comic, or even the original cartoons, but yeah, it's entertaining, and I like the music for it, and some of the animation for it was pretty good. I would like to end this video, though, just kind of talking about something that happened during my last video. People leave comments, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy reading comments and getting back to people. One comment I left was to a guy, One in Toys, his name is, and I just replied to him. He had said that he liked the end of my video, and he enjoyed the music and the photos and the video in particular. So I responded, yeah, thank you, and I don't know how anybody couldn't like G.I. Joe if they don't like guns. Because G.I. Joe was based on military, and I'd say 75 to 85% of the guns used in G.I. Joe are actual guns, rifles or machine guns, not lasers. So I just thought it would be weird how somebody couldn't like real life firearms, but somehow like G.I. Joe. And when I wrote that, he liked it. But then later on, the message was changed by Google, or I guess not Google. I'm not really up on that stuff, but it was changed, I don't know how, on YouTube or something, and it changed it to some AI answer saying something about, rock on, I'm glad you love my video. And it was just totally fake and kind of weird. And sometimes I wonder about that stuff, because that's not what I wrote. And I don't know why it would be so uptight about that topic, because that's such a huge part of American culture and Canadian culture. And really, worldly culture. I mean, there's militaries all over the world that defend freedom. But it's just weird to me how we've got so soft where something like that would be changed. As if somebody would be afraid to hear what I said. And I kind of don't like that, because it just kind of reminds me of communism or something. Where, it's kind of creeping in, and we're okay with it at first. And, oh yeah, it's okay, it's just a sign of the times. And if you don't change with the times, you're going to get old. But I don't know. I think there's some lines to be drawn sometimes. And I think with stuff like that, we still need our freedoms, and we should still be able to have our opinions without them changed. And I just thought I would say that before the end of the video. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. So until the next one, Yo Joe.